Downy Woodpecker, a tiny woodpecker with black and white spots that taps softly on trees. This little bird is the smallest woodpecker you'll likely see in your backyard, often visiting bird feeders for a snack. Its beak is short and delicate, perfect for gently tapping on smaller branches to find insects hiding just under the bark. When it drums, the sound is quiet and fast, like a tiny drum roll announcing its presence. You can often spot them clinging to thin branches or even weed stalks, something bigger woodpeckers can't do. They are masters of camouflage among the dappled light of the forest, their spotted black and white pattern helping them blend in perfectly. Imagine a little bird that whispers its drumming song instead of shouting it from the treetops. That's the Downy Woodpecker for you, a quiet and gentle neighbor in the world of birds, always busy but never too loud. Hairy Woodpecker looks like the Downy but bigger, with a louder tap tap tap. Think of the hairy woodpecker as the Downy's bigger, bolder cousin, but the hairy is noticeably larger and has a much longer, stronger beak that looks like a powerful chisel. This formidable bill allows it to dig deeper into tree trunks for wood-boring beetle larvae, making a much louder and more resonant tapping sound that echoes through the woods. While a Downy might gently tap on a small twig, the hairy woodpecker confidently hammers away at the main trunk of a large tree. If you hear a strong, determined peak, call and a powerful drumming that means business, you're probably listening to a hairy woodpecker hard at work, proving that size really does matter when it comes to finding a good meal. Pileated Woodpecker, a big woodpecker with a bright red crest, like a funny feather hat. This is the giant of the woodpecker world, a bird so large it's almost the size of a crow. Its most striking feature is the brilliant, fiery red crest that sweeps back from its head, making it look like it's wearing a flamboyant, punk rock hairdo or a fancy feathered cap. You won't just hear a simple tap from this bird, you'll hear powerful, deep whacks as it excavates huge, rectangular holes in dead trees, sending large wood chips flying. The sound is unmistakable, like a carpenter at work deep in the forest. These large cavities they create are not just for finding food. They also become important homes for many other animals, like owls, ducks, and bats, making the pileated woodpecker a key architect of the forest ecosystem. Seeing one is a truly memorable experience, a flash of red and a bold, prehistoric-looking bird making its powerful presence known. Red-headed woodpecker has a shiny red head, white belly, and looks like it's wearing a fancy suit. This woodpecker is a true showstopper, dressed in a striking and elegant outfit. Its entire head is covered in a deep, crimson red that gleams in the sunlight, contrasted sharply by a snow-white body and bold, black wings with large white patches. It truly looks like it's dressed for a black-tie gala, with its sleek, three-toned plumage. Unlike many other woodpeckers, the red-headed woodpecker is an expert at catching insects in mid-air, sallying out from a perch like a flycatcher. It's also known for its habit of storing food, wedging nuts and insects into crevices for later. This bird isn't just a pretty face, it's a skilled hunter and a clever planner, all while looking like the most dapper bird in the woods. Acorn Woodpecker stores acorns in holes on tree trunks, like a little tree librarian. This woodpecker is the ultimate prepper of the bird world, known for its incredible and unique food-storing behavior. Living in large family groups, these social birds work together to create a granary tree. They drill thousands of small holes into a single tree trunk or telephone pole, and then meticulously wedge an acorn into each hole. This communal pantry keeps their food safe and dry for the winter months. It's an amazing sight to see a tree trunk studded with acorns, perfectly organized by these feathered hoarders. They are like busy librarians, constantly managing and restocking their collection, ensuring the entire family has enough food to last. Their comical calls and bustling activity make them one of the most entertaining and fascinating woodpeckers to watch. Northern Flicker, a woodpecker that likes to hunt on the ground and has bright yellow or red wings, breaking the typical woodpecker mold. The northern flicker spends much of its time foraging on the ground. You'll often see it hopping around on lawns and in fields, using its long, slightly curved beak to probe the earth for ants and beetles, its favorite foods. While it can cling to trees and drum on them like its cousins, it's most at home on the forest floor. When it takes flight, it reveals a brilliant flash of color on the underside of its wings, a vibrant yellow in the east, and a salmon red in the west. This surprising burst of color, combined with a white patch on its rump, makes it easy to identify as it flies away in its distinct, undulating pattern. It's a ground-loving, color-flashing exception to the woodpecker rules. Red-bellied Woodpecker has a red cap and a pale belly that sometimes looks a tiny bit pink. Despite its name, the most noticeable feature of this woodpecker isn't its belly. Instead, your eye will be drawn to the bright red stripe running from its beak all the way down the back of its neck, like a sporty racing stripe. The red belly is actually just a faint, rosy blush on its lower abdomen, often hidden and difficult to see. These birds have a distinctive, rolling call that sounds a bit like a chattering laugh echoing through the trees. They are very adaptable and are common visitors to backyard feeders, where they enjoy suet and peanuts. With their zebra-striped backs and flashy red mohawk, they are a lively and noisy presence in woodlands and suburban neighborhoods alike. Black-backed woodpecker has a dark back to blend into burned forests, like a sneaky tree ninja. This woodpecker is a specialist, a master of thriving in a very specific and seemingly harsh environment. Recently burned forests. Its solid black back provides perfect camouflage against the charred trunks of dead trees, making it incredibly difficult to spot. It moves through this blackened landscape like a silent ninja, almost invisible as it searches for its main food source, the larvae of wood-boring beetles that infest fire-killed trees. Its powerful beak is a specialized tool for flaking off large chunks of burnt bark to get to the insects underneath. By following forest fires, the black-backed woodpecker plays a vital role in the natural cycle of forest regeneration, a shadowy and resilient survivor of the flames. White-headed woodpecker, a rare woodpecker with a pure white head and shiny black body. Finding a white-headed woodpecker is a special treat for any birdwatcher, as it's one of the most distinctive and less common woodpeckers in North America. It looks like it dipped its entire head in a bucket of white paint, creating a stark and beautiful contrast with its glossy, all-black body. Unlike other woodpeckers that drum loudly to communicate, this one is surprisingly quiet, often giving away its presence only with soft tapping sounds. It has a unique foraging habit of prying open pine cones to get at the seeds inside, using its sharp beak like a can opener. This elegant bird, with its ghost-like head and quiet demeanor, is a true gem of the western pine forests. Golden-fronted woodpecker has splashes of yellow and orange around its face, like it painted itself for a festival. This vibrant bird looks like it's ready for a party. Found in the woodlands of Texas and Oklahoma, the golden-fronted woodpecker is decorated with beautiful, warm colors. It has a bright yellow or orange patch on its nape, the back of its neck, and a small splash of the same color right above its beak. It's as if the bird playfully dabbed a paintbrush on its face to get ready for a celebration. Combined with its classic black and white barred back, these sunny accents make it a stunning sight. They are very vocal birds with a wide range of calls, adding a lively and cheerful soundtrack to the dry forests they call home.